Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my live stream with Mr. M. Maurizio, how you doing
Hey Da
today?
Vinci, hello everyone. I am super happy. Token 2049 was incredible. A lot of side events in Dubai, and hopefully the weather is going to stay like this and suck up all the water, right? Because we've seen some shenanigans lately.
Yeah, if you didn't know, yeah, made it rain, not with dollars, but with rain, actual rain. So, I would have preferred if they used those dollars to just make it rain in dollars, right?
Yeah, that would be much nicer for everyone, I think.
Yeah, so it was hard to be 5 by 5 in the pipe here, but we did it anyways, and we survived the apocalypse of rain. And you know what? The thing is, if you look at the on the weather app, it says no rain forever, for never, right? 0% chance of rain tomorrow or Tuesday, but the government says, yeah, there's going to be rain on Monday.
Monday or Tuesday, yeah. It's just like, yeah, get the boats ready.
Oh boy, oh boy. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining us today. Here, I noticed that a lot of people are joining us. How many viewers do we have on right now? Wow, 895 across all platforms. We are broadcasting on Twitter, not on Twitter. We're actually
Yeah,
on broadcast. Yeah,
yeah,
Twitter,
Twitter as
actually,
well,
Twitter
yeah.
X.
Yeah,
It's called X.
it's called X, yeah.
Yeah, and also we're broadcasting on YouTube and even on Rumble. So if you switch screens and if you head over to rumble.davincij15.com and hit us a follow, I would really appreciate that. I want to build up my Rumble subscription, and then I'll do some more shows there. So get me up there. Okay, let's jump into it. Is this good? Maurizio.
Bye.
Maurizio.
See, I'm out. See you later. Well, it's good. It depends on the perspective. If you like Bitcoin, this is great. But if you like fiat money, then not so much, right?
And this is how much they're projecting to go into debt in the next year, the next 12 months.
Damn.
And so they're projecting this thing to go well over 2 trillion. And that's only if this is what they're projecting, not what is going to happen, right? So this is a rosy projection.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say that, they're going to attack another 200 billion or more, even more, because like if there's no, because this is assuming there's no wars, no pandemic, right?
Mm-hmm.
No catastrophes.
Yeah, everything going smooth. That's how bad it is, right? Dang.
Yeah. Wow. That's incredible when you think about it, right? And the sad thing is, what you don't realize, you're thinking, well, they owe this money. No, this is actually dollars. This is actually is money. This plus the dollars that already exist are both money. Why? Why? Is because is the U.S. going to default on their debt? No,
Nope. Yeah.
because they have a printing press.
Yeah. It's warming up the press, right? They are just like turning the power on slightly to
Hmm.
sort everything out.
And so, effectively, if you own any U.S. bonds, right, you have dollars that have a coupon, right? It's a special type of dollars, right? That's actually guaranteeing you interest, right? Depending on whatever the interest rate is. But you're guaranteed the principal and the interest. So it's effectively money, right?
Yeah, indeed.
So all this money exists in the world, right? And you think about, what's the market cap of, let's just go to market cap, coin market cap quickly. The market cap of all crypto is just a measly, paltry 2.4 trillion.
Wow.
So, so yeah, this is the beginning of the collapse of the U.S. dollar, and so we're going to see. Make sure you we're going to see that end, and so make sure you head over to coinw.davincij15.com and buy some crypto. Take it off the exchanges if you have to, because you know what, it's the best thing to do that, right? Then hold your own crypto. And if you want to trade, right, you could trade on CoinW and also join our Telegram group to see the trades that we do there. So it's a private group only for people who use my link. Okay. Whew. Jim Cramer, why you do this to us?
Yeah, this is bad, but also is good, right?
Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it was when I first tweeted out. I was like, no. But then I really looked at the read between the lines. Jim Cramer says, just go buy Ethereum or Bitcoin instead of Marathon Digital. Let's not fool around. So what he's saying is Marathon Digital is not worth buying, right?
Yeah,
And you should buy
exactly.
Bitcoin.
You should long it. You should open a long trade on Marathon Digital, right?
Yeah.
Yes. All in, long.
Damn.
Amazing.
So it might not be a negative for Bitcoin or Ethereum, but it's an all-in for Marathon Digital, right? If you are into stocks, so yeah, I would suggest you buy that. But I don't buy stocks. But if you're into stocks, you've got a big buy signal by my favorite signaler himself, Jim Cramer.
Exactly, guys. If you don't know, me and Da Vinci are super fan of the inverse Jim Cramer, right? So whatever he says, we do the opposite. So when he says buy Bitcoin or Ethereum instead of Marathon Digital, we long Marathon Digital. Right? That's the strategy.
Exactly.
No financial advice, by the way.
No, no, no. Oh boy. Well, you know what happened over the weekend? We did a video, right, that was published yesterday, and we didn't really talk about the halving because it was pre-recorded, but the halving has occurred. And what has happened with that halving? Right now, we have a new halving in 1,400 days, 14 almost 1,500 days. Right, and the new halving. What happened during this halving is that the block sizes got to like 20 bitcoins in rewards, not 3.5. You're like, what? What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Well, it turns out that in order to mint a runestone on the Bitcoin network, they had this crazy auction. And the auction didn't work like a normal auction where if I raise my hand, right, and say, I place a bid for an asset, right? And if somebody else raises it by a little bit higher, right? I don't have to pay out that money that I agreed to because he has to pay it, right? The guy who did higher. Well, in this auction, no. It's the person who puts the most fees into Bitcoin's blockchain gets to win the runestone. So if somebody outbidded you, you had to bid higher again.
Oh, wow.
Crazy, eh? By throwing more of your fees to the miners. So obviously the miners are just, jumping on this like crazy because it's to their advantage. And they were just like, rolling in it, right? And you can see
Damn.
this miner got $1.2 million on one block. That's a hefty chunk of change, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and that was going on for quite some time, right? But it has recently slowed down on the on this, right? If we the it's brought down to some decent levels. Now it's back to normal. So, but everybody was scared that this was going to go on forever, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Can someone really constantly bid for a runestone forever?
Not sustainable, right?
No. And I said that at I've always said higher prices is the solves the problem of higher prices. If we have higher fees, it will solve the problem of high fees because people will stop using it eventually because uh, it's based on their incentive structure. If it's valuable to them, they'll pay. If it's not, they won't.
Yeah,
Right?
it's free
So
market, right? Free market sort out itself, right?
eventually, yeah, it works it all out, and you just have to let it work. And sometimes it's irrational, right? It is irrational, but you have to let that irrational times pass. That's how it is, right?
Yeah, well said. And by the way,
Like me.
sorry to jump in. I just want to say thank you for the super chat, Big Fish, Little Boat. It says old school silver stack here. I should have listened to you back then. It's not too late. It's early, right, Da Vinci? What do you think?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, back in the days, right, when I was a silver stacker, I tried to tell them, right, to switch up a little bit, but they were listening back in 2011. So that was, yeah, I remember doing a video saying, I don't want to be in the future and say,
I told you so.
because because that's not going to help. I have that video. If you look for it in 2011, March of 2011, it's somewhere in my archives. You'll see it. I said that in the when I was as I was explaining to people, like, come on, it's obvious, no brainer.
Yep.
All right. With that said, if you missed out the gold versus Bitcoin now, so because we're talking about silver, I was a silver guy, but I also believed in gold. You have to watch this video on Mr. M's channel, right? If you click in the description below, you will see the link to this video, and you have to watch it. Subscribe to Mr. M's channel. It's an awesome podcast channel. He's got great guests, and tell him how many guests you got lined up for the next little while.
Oh, it's gonna be. Thank you, by the way. It's gonna be awesome. We have so many beautiful people lined up. I don't want to spoil it too much, but let's say over the past few days in Token 2049, I had the pleasure in meeting so many good people, and we will have some amazing, amazing podcasts coming in. So stay tuned. Want to subscribe because we have some amazing content coming up. Yeah. And this was insane because, I mean, Peter, honestly, Peter is a nice guy. I like Peter. We met in Germany and it took months to organize this. So, yeah, I was really happy and pleased with the outcome. Thank you, Da Vinci, for doing it.
Yeah, it was well worth it, and I think we both had fun. I thought Peter and I both had fun on this debate.
Yeah.
And I want to know if I won that debate or did Peter win that debate. Let's take a look at that in the comment section. What do you think? You think I won that debate?
Yeah, big time. By the way, there is a lot of people, they came over from Peter's side because many people were pro gold. And by the way, we are not against gold at all. But,
No, not at all.
But I think the debate was, I think you won in 20 seconds. I mean, that's my opinion. So guys, let us know if you watched it. Let us know who won the debate. But yeah, it was actually super cool.
Yeah, that's right. He frowns when Bitcoin mentioned and smiles when gold is mentioned. Oh man! So let's see. Now, Peter is a legend and has been for decades, and now Da Vinci is a legend in his own right. Oh, thank you. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I love that one as
All
well.
right.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. Well, thank you guys for leaving your comments, and yeah, watch this video and join and subscribe to my channel, of course, and then also Mr. M's podcast.
Thank you. Yeah, we're
Okay.
super close to 5,000, by the way. Super close to 5,000 subs. So it's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just close to 5,000. If we can just get us over there, that would be great. Okay. With that said, let's go on to the question and answers, right? You guys have any questions? I think I got answers.
Yeah, exactly. So let me see. I saved a few. And so much love in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. So I have a few. So Don99 is asking thoughts on Ton Chain, the Telegram token.
Well, I don't have much thoughts on that other than, hey, you know what? Telegram is a growing ecosystem, and if it's integrated into their chat, I wouldn't be surprised if it does extremely well. Depends on how well they integrate it and how well they get people to use it. I don't really see it that clearly in the application myself, um, but I know it's there and I've seen it before. It's just that they don't make it easy for us to see, users to see. So that's a clear problem. So, for example, what they should do, right, is immediately push channels or something. They have to do something in order to get awareness of this um, ability. So you say, okay, earn some ton by charging people in ton, right? You get ton over and above that, right? Something, right? So that, or open up a channel where it's chargeable in ton, and then, so if for you enter, you have to buy some ton, you have to pay for some ton, maybe one off, right, or something. So you get people used to it,
Yeah,
and the channel owner, earns some ton for that.
I agree. I also my use case will be what's with the token. Like, I don't know. Like, I like Telegram. I use Telegram a lot, so I'm bullish on Telegram. But that has nothing to do with the blockchain and a token. I think I have a very controversial opinion on Ton. Actually, I spoke with CryptoKid on Token 2049. We were walking around, and I said, now is I think it's the nine. I think it's number 9 or number 8 has gone up in the top 10, right? I don't think it's going to
Hmm.
stay there much longer. I think it's going to be one of those, flash crack thing that we see. If you remember back 10 years ago, how different was the top 10, right? Many coins are
Hmm.
coming in, coming out. So do I like Telegram? Yes. Do I think Ton has a future? Yes. Do I think it's a top 10 coin? Probably not. But I don't know what you think. So that's my,
Yeah,
my, my take.
I agree. I agree. I don't think I don't see a value in it until it starts. They start, integrating it into their application clearly, so that people are exposed to it directly, immediately, right? In some way, some shape or form. All right. Well, I noticed there's 99 likes, and I'd like some more likes on that, right? So if you want me to answer some more questions, get us some more likes. Okay. Next question.
I like that. So AR is asking, can BTC go low?
Yes, BGC can go low. Get low, get low, get low. We can see it probably go as low as 52 or even as far down as 47. I think probably be the lowest point um, right now in in the case, because we're in a bullish cycle. And then after that, we're headed higher. So be ready for anything, right? We could have some sort of like a catalyst event so that they push the prices down. Not surprised if that happens, because that's what both industry and institutional players and the government want. So when they're aligned like that, that's a clear indication that you might want to step aside, watch out. If you're buying for the long term, it's just noise.
I agree. That's what I would say as well. It can go lower, yes, but who cares? In 5 years, it's not relevant anymore, right? Because the bottom is going up through the cycles, right? So what we are seeing now at this price range, I think I would like to ask you actually, Da Vinci, do you agree with me? Do you think the next? So we have the entire bull run to see, right? The new top, the new highs. Do you also think when we quote crash after the top, we will be in this price range more or less? Because that seems like what Bitcoin likes to do, right? It goes off into a bull run or
Hmm.
into a parabolic move, and then it crashes back up. So I think where we are now, it will be the next bottom, likely.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. 100%. It sounds like. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, it's makes perfect sense. I think we are going to run up and then come back down to this price level, and it doesn't matter. Well, I'm not holding for that for the run up. I'm holding for it to be money. right? These run ups are great. They attract new people into the space so they can learn and understand our financial system is a fraud and will end. And when it does, when the US dollar collapses, you better have some Bitcoin and you better not have it on exchanges,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
You better
Not
have it on a hardware wallet.
not your keys, not your cheese. So there you go. And speaking of cheese, there is one from the Netherlands. Amazing. This one is for I guess me, but you also. What do you think about the ETF at the end of May? Ooh, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't know if you agree, Da Vinci, but I don't think May is gonna go
Yeah,
through.
there's like zero chance. I mean, they'll just postpone it, and that's that. So look for that,
Yeah.
and no Ethereum ETF.
Yeah, I actually like what you said, and I think you might be right there, as always. You're gonna say, "I told you so" again in a few months, but it could be a top signal for the top of the market when they, accept the potential ETF for Ethereum. I don't know, but May,
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna happen.
it could be. Yeah, I think that's a possibility at this point with Ethereum ETF. We could see the topping of the markets, and yeah, you might want to trade that properly. So make sure you do trade that with coinw.davincij15.com.
Nice, makes sense. Daniel is saying, is zero point 0.6 Bitcoin enough?
Yes, I think 0.21 is enough, right? For the long term, right? When it becomes money, because we will see, Satoshis be the denominator, and that will have one Satoshi will have a lot of purchasing power because it's also divisible. Even a Satoshi is divisible into 1,000 parts, or even forever, right? As Satoshi, whatever, any digital asset is divisible forever, and there is no limit to its divisibility. So, no need to worry about that.
Yeah, I agree. And also, I would say something that I'm sure you, Da Vinci, will understand. No Bitcoin is ever enough. So stack sats
Exactly.
as much as you
Exactly.
can.
That's that. Yeah.
Yeah, stack sats. It doesn't matter. Just stack sats, man. It's gonna be great. But again, no financial advice. That's what I'm doing. I'm stacking sats. I don't even, when they say, oh, don't count a step, just walk to the mountain. Doesn't matter, guys. Get as many as you can because this thing is gonna be the money. Actually, it is already in my view. So, yeah,
There you go. There you go.
philosophical moment on a Sunday. Yeah.
All right, let's do a few questions more. We'll go for another 5 minutes, and then we'll end the show. So, next question.
Okay, nice. Let me see. We have so many, by the way. Thank you so much, guys, for all the questions. Okay, so Hodl, good name, is asking thoughts on Ondo.
Ondo. Do you know anything about Ondo?
I know they are working on real asset, tokenizing real asset, but some people I've spoken to, they are uber bullish. I don't know much about Ondo, but I know they are working on a real world asset, tokenizing real world asset. So I don't know much. I'm sorry, but some people I spoken to, they are extremely bullish on the project. Maybe we can we can do some research for next week.
Maybe, but real world assets, right? I'm not saying that the real world asset class for tokenized real world assets, not going to do well. Oh, sorry, excuse me. But what I am saying is that it will be a dangerous area to invest in. Why is that? It's because one, it's based on assets that are most likely going up because of the printing press and because of well, I need to store my wealth in something. I'm going to store it in these real world assets such as real estate, arts, just cars, right? Um, all kinds of things, stocks and stuff like that. And well, Bitcoin's going to transfer all that wealth out of those assets because people were storing their wealth there. And then once they realize, well, I have a better means of storing my wealth. Hello, I'll do that. Bitcoin is more liquid, right? It's not impossible to confiscate. No one can come into my house and rob it and steal it, right? Neither can the government. And so it just makes sense that you would hold Bitcoin over all other assets, right? That, for example, let's just say there's a war, right? And you know what happened to Russia, right? All those people who had those Russian people had nothing to do with the war. What happened to them?
They got
Do you
their asset.
remember?
They got their asset taken, right? No assets anymore. Properties, everything is gone, right? Bank account frozen, and all over Europe. No.
Exactly. And so these RWAs, right, have that political risk, right? And you could go, well, I'm willing to risk it, and yeah, and the odds are it's nothing going to happen politically. So I just prefer to hold digital assets, right? Only because then it's not there's no one to shoot, there's no one nothing to confiscate, right? Because they can't get it.
Yeah, super well said. Is when people asking, is it worth giving away your Bitcoin custody for a 20% return? No, like you lose
No,
custody of your asset, guys. When you want to make money out of this kind of stuff, they will take the asset and you don't have the asset. And then, I mean, we've seen what happened with some companies, right? I don't want to name names, but it's don't lose custody. That's the most important thing, right? You won't have custody. It's like- you don't want to lose custody. You want to keep custody. So take them off exchanges, get them into a Trezor, and you'll be good. And this is connected to another question which I've seen that I liked a lot. And Vatsio is asking, hey guys, what would you do if you had a low budget each month to invest in crypto for a long run? Stack sats, right?
exactly.
That's it.
I'm not even gonna. Yeah, exactly. It's just there's one thing and one thing only is just buy Bitcoin, right? Um, you start maybe getting some USD, and then when you have enough, you buy, or you just buy it on the exchange and leave it on the exchange. And when you have enough, and the transaction fees are low enough, you withdraw it from the exchange, and that's it. Uh, that's all you should do if you're saving for the long term, right? If you're saving for the long term, and you like Warren Buffett, I know this is the easy thing to do and the hard thing to do, right?
Yep.
There's no work involved except for, I just have to buy,
Exactly. The,
right?
the the only money I will use instead of buying satoshis is to buy a hardware wallet like a Trezor. That's it. You buy a Trezor, which is like $100. Make sure you buy it on the
Mm-hmm.
official website. Don't go on Amazon. No. Just go on official. Make sure there is a seal. When you have your Trezor, I don't use anything else. I love Trezor. By the way, they don't no sponsor. Just like I love it. It's open source and blah blah blah. Then stack sats and put them in your Trezor. That's it. Whatever you can. $5 a week, $10 a month. It doesn't matter. Just keep buying, right? Keep stacking sats.
Yeah, well, I do have an affiliate link, treasure.davincij15.com.
Nice.
Links
Which
are in
in
the
the
description
comment down
below.
below. Nice.
And yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. But I would wait on getting a hardware wallet until you have a significant amount of money. I think a software wallet, maybe something on your phone or something on your computer, is good enough until you have a significant amount to protect. Then you move to the hardware wallets.
How many?
Yeah,
How many questions?
stack.
Yeah, stack sats. How many questions do you want? There is quite a few actually. I'm looking at now.
All right, let me just do one more, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay. So Satsu is asking, how about Brett?
Brett. Well, I mean, I'm invested heavily in Brett. That's all I can say, and that's why I'm holding for that big parabolic move that these meme coins do, and I expect that move to be in the future, of not right away. I think we'll have some ups and downs, but eventually, right, once we go on sideways for a little bit, because this sideways action, what it is getting different people into the asset itself, right? Is people who are bought low and selling high, and then somebody else is bought high, and then maybe they sell low, and that person buys back, or somebody else buys in low, so forth. It's distributing the coins, this up and down movement. That's what the market does. It distributes the wealth of coins to people, And as that distribution gets thinner and thinner and thinner, eventually that becomes the explosive move. If somebody wants to get in, they have to pay higher.
Yep. Makes sense.
So, and unfortunately, it is a meme coin, so there is no other reason to. There's no. Oh wow, they're going to produce a X Y Z asset and this that and create more of a value add to the public. No.
Yep, exactly. By the way, we have another super chat we've not shown. Give me one sec. From Daisuki, I guess how I pronounce your name. And he says, what are your thoughts on Superverse? Thank you for the $10, by the way. Really kind.
Thank you for the super chat. I wish I knew something about Superverse. Have you heard anything about it?
No, I haven't. I'm sorry. I'm not a kind of altcoin guy. I'm the guy with the Satoshi hat, so that should explain my position. But maybe, again, we can do some research for next week. So make sure to stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because we will look into it.
Exactly, because that's all we can do, right? We can't know every coin, and we appreciate you bringing it to our attention. All right, with that said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. We're going to be gathering a bunch of us KOLs at my place and just having some fun, hanging out. So I'm looking forward to that. You're coming over, right?
Yeah, I'm coming over. Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
All right.
I'll be there.
It should be fun. It should be fun. We'll have some snacks. We'll play some games and talk about the events that have passed. All right. Cheers, and see you guys next week. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye bye.